Guys, does Nikki Cross even know what fear is?
I was just getting ready to say, I don't think she understands the concept of fear.
Absolutely not. Cross grew up in the rough east end of Glasgow, developing an immunity to fear. And an immunity to pain as well, which she may be suffering a lot of very shortly.
Well, Shayna Baszler was worried. She's certainly not showing it in the early going, as confident as ever.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger, from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross. And her opponent, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Well, Shayna Baszler would love to retain her NXT Women's Championship, because if she does, guys, 2 of the 4 horsewomen could be champions if Ronda Rousey can beat Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship tomorrow night right here on the WWE Network at Money in the Bank.
Certainly going to be a big test for Baszler. I mentioned before, she's never seen anything like Nikki Cross before. Baszler trained, of course, by the former UFC champion Josh Barnett, catch wrestling legend Billy Robinson. She's adopted the fighting stance, but look, Cross is unfazed.
Doesn't even move. Nikki Cross isn't even flinching. This has to be part of the mind game for her, I mean, right?
Or is it?
Do what? Oh!
What is wrong with Nikki Cross? Or perhaps, what is right with her? Because she is getting in the head of the champion right now. Look at this.
Getting in the head and getting right in the face of the NXT Women's Champion.
The face of the NXT Women's Champion looks perplexed, confused.
That's one thing we never really see, is the champion retreating.
Nikki Cross is baiting Shayna Baszler in. Is this what you want to do? Oh, okay.
Baszler doesn't know what to think at this point.
Oh, Cross on the back of Baszler. They're trying to take down the NXT Women's Champion.
Attempting to cut off the blood supply, the carotid artery. Doesn't have it fully attached at the moment. That's going to allow Baszler to get out like that.
But Baszler.
That's the way to get Kira through the clutch.
Baszler looking to...
But quickly, Cross pushing her opponent back to the corner.
And Nikki Cross now, right on top of Shayna Baszler.
The frustration of Shayna Baszler clearly evident now.
Damn, needs a second to figure this thing out.
And Baszler, swing and a miss. And Cross following up. And Nikki Cross. Oh, we've seen this before.
Giving Baszler a taste of her own medicine.
Nikki Cross has to be careful, however, in this situation. She gets disqualified. She can't win the championship, but she can also only win the title by pinfall or submission, and right back.
And again, jumping on from behind. Not electing to try for the sleeper hold, instead just getting ahead of, getting in the head of the champ. Driving the psychotic Scott into that ungiving steel on the outside.
And Shayna Baszler now peeling Nikki Cross up.
Now Baszler has that clear advantage. Let's see what she does with it. That's it!
Nikki Cross, she out it. No, Cross out it too. And Nigel, I want to talk strategy for a moment. Shayna Baszler right on top, pounding down.
They may not have time to talk strategy if this continues. Absolutely devastating aggression.
We've seen Shayna Baszler able to exploit body parts in the past. She did it to Ember Moon. She did it to Dakota Kai. Look what she's doing.
Is that leg cross free?
Nikki Cross.
Covering the mouth of Cross, making it difficult to breathe. That's an illegal hold in MMA.
Oh, and now just banging away on the face of Nikki Cross.
Again, attempting to suffocate an opponent.
Is Nikki Cross smiling? I mean, Nikki Cross said that there's nothing Shayna can do to her that she won't enjoy, guys. It's the definition of crazy.
Definition of masochism.
And again, Baszler. Right on top. Just trying to bend away the body of Nikki Cross.
There's a variation of a chin bar on Cross. And now Baszler starting to enjoy her work.
Oh, Nikki Cross. Oh, what a forearm. And Baszler, another knee.
Again with that knee strike.
I mean, how many of those knee lifts can Nikki Cross take? I mean, directly to the jaw.
Oh, the third.
Lord.
Look at what?
Oh!
A smile on the face, a cry
Look
from the
at this.
Banshee.
How is Nikki Cross coming back for more?
Oh!
Catches the knee.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Cross. Look at the champion. Oh!
And a scream before the strike, a second one.
And Cross
Through the clutch.
was able to lock it in, and Nikki Cross belly to back.
Baszler didn't have time to drop to her back. And Cross was there with a belly to back suplex.
Nikki Cross, I think, just slapped herself. Trying to maybe psych herself back up into this matchup. The NXT Women's Championship on the line. And Cross right in on the champion.
Cross comes to life.
Unloading on the champ.
Absolutely electric.
In Nikki Cross's fantasy world, she believes she's already been champion for about 3 weeks. It could be closing in on making that fantasy a reality here in Chicago. And Nikki Cross has to be careful she doesn't get disqualified.
2, 3, 4.
Referee right on top.
Baszler is clearly stunned and she's hurt. She's in trouble. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Baszler in such trouble.
Well, have you ever seen anyone get under Shayna Baszler's skin like Nikki Cross has?
Never.
Cross to the top. High cross body. Covered.
This could be it.
Baszler out at 2. Near fall, and Nikki Cross almost became NXT Women's Champion.
Cross slapping herself in the head.
She does all of this with a smile on her face.
Oh, reverse DDT position. Oh, slop drop.
Baszler laid out. Then Cross
Tries to take
wisely.
advantage quickly. Hooks the
Cover.
leg.
Baszler continues to fight.
Head from a different angle.
Look at this impact here from the hardest part of the ring.
Shayna Baszler as Nikki Cross. Cross, you know, enjoying what she's doing. And Cross, getting countered and another knee under the jaw. The champion to retain, and Nikki Cross.
Another strong knee strike from Baszler. And the trouble with Baszler, where most of your offense involves inflicting pain, what do you do when your opponent enjoys pain and wants more of it?
That's a great question, Nigel.
I have no idea what to say to that. I'm just still trying to figure out how Nikki Cross is able to fight through all this.
Whoa.
Got the chair through the clutch.
And
The body scissors.
and Cross wisely able to use her environment to help her out. And now, high impact. Is this enough for a new champion? And Baszler's left foot on the bottom rope.
Great presence from the champion to know where she was at all times. Knowing that bottom rope was close enough to put her left leg upon, causing the break.
Oh, the rage. The intensity coming out now even more in the challenger. Nikki Cross just dragging.
Hold on a second.
Whoa. Crucifix pin.
Goes through.
Wait a minute.
She's got it.
Here we go.
in the center.
It's going to be all over right here.
And Shayna able to lock her feet.
As the body scissors, but look how she's pushing away. Hand to the back of the neck. More pressure.
This is what Baszler's been looking for right here.
Is Nikki Cross going to tap out center of the ring?
This is Baszler's most devastating hold.
Baszler has put everyone down with this hold. The
Cross does not have a choice.
continuing to fight. And oh, look at the eyes of the champion.
Desperation on the face of Cross, trying to figure out what she can do here.
Cross trying to feed off the energy. She's reaching out a long way away from the bottom rope.
What must be going through the mind of Nikki Cross now? She has to know she's in trouble. She has to know she's in danger.
Wait.
She what? She's smiling?
Baszler trying to put down Nikki Cross, and Cross is fading. The smile is fading from the face.
He's rather go to someone.
Here's your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Nikki Cross always says she's willing to go to unbelievable lengths for victories, not worried about her own body. And tonight, she didn't tap out, Nigel.
Well, that's right. One thing she wasn't willing to do was to tap out to the champion, Shayna Baszler. But what an incredible match. Shayna Baszler, she looked stunned at the beginning of this match, didn't know what to do with Nikki Cross, but she dug deep and she stuck with her game plan, and she came on and out on top as the champion.